Hey y'all, welcome back to the Music Mindset channel where we dive into whatever it is sounds good or bad. But today I want to get into a song that's very special to me, another one of those songs from the 70s. I might say, why you always talking about the 70s? Well, I don't know. That's when they did good music, and that's what I listened to, and that's what I grew up on. 70s, 80s, and 90s, and after that, it kind of got a little ridiculous. But I want to talk about a song by a group called the Spinners. I just remember back in the day in the mid 70s, all of a sudden I heard a song riding along in a car with my uncle or somebody. And I was like, man, what is that? I mean, it started out with this guitar riff, man, that is famous to this day. When you hear it, you know what the song is. But that group Spinners is very special. I grew up listening to them. And then a special thing I want to tell you, at a certain point in time, believe it or not, I was in the music business, still am, and I was doing a lot of performing at that time. And I actually got a chance to perform with the Spinners. Well, not really with them. I actually was an opening act for them when they came down to Delray, Florida. I was the opening band with me and a couple other guys. We opened for the Spinners, and that was great. I got it on videotape. And I was thinking to myself before I did this video, why didn't I get a clip of that to put on there? Maybe I'll do that sometime in the future. But yeah, the Spinners are special to me. They've gotten a lot older now, and some of them have passed away. But one thing that has never changed, and it's how much good music that they made. They made a lot of hits. And I want to talk about a song called I'll Be Around. And I want to talk about who wrote that song at the end. But right now, I'm going to let Mr. V-Man take over and tell us a little bit about the Spinners and that song, I'll Be Around. And I'll be right back. Hang on there.
All right, Mr. Mindset, here we go. Today, we're exploring the remarkable journey of the Spinners, a soulful powerhouse that carved its place in music history. The group's ascent to stardom was nothing short of phenomenal, marked by a string of hits that solidified their status as an iconic soul group. This very notable group hails from Ferndale, Michigan. You can trace their roots back to 1954 when they initially formed under the name Domingos. Their talent quickly caught the ear of producer Harvey Fuqua, leading to a pivotal moment when he signed the group to his Chicago-based label, Tri-Fi Records. Along with the new label came a name change, and thus, the Domingos became the Spinners. The Spinners' trajectory took an extraordinary turn in the early 1970s when they transformed into a hit-making machine. Within a span of just 18 months, they delivered 4 consecutive #1 R&B hits, I'll Be Around, Could It Be I'm Falling in Love, One of a Kind Love Affair, and Mighty Love. This unprecedented success catapulted them into the spotlight, solidifying their reputation as one of the most influential soul groups of their time. Remarkably, the Spinners achieved an incredible feat, releasing 12 consecutive top 10 R&B singles over their first 5 years at Atlantic Records. Their music resonated with audiences, capturing the essence of soul and leaving an indelible mark on the charts. Now, let's focus on the song that marked a turning point for the Spinners, I'll Be Around. Co-written by Tom Bell and Phil Hurt and produced by Bell himself, this soulful masterpiece was recorded at Philadelphia's Sigma Sound Studios. The house band MFSB featured Norman Harris's on that iconic guitar riff in the song, which provided the backing. This created a smooth, mid-tempo feel that became the signature of the Philly soul sound. Now with Bobby Smith on the lead soulful vocals, and coupled with the rhythmic arrangements and the emotional depth of the lyrics, all of that turned I'll Be Around into an unexpected hit. The funny thing is the song was originally released as the B-side of the group's first single on Atlantic Records, but fate had different plans. Yep, the radio DJs quickly favored I'll Be Around, leading to its flip as the A-side. The result? A chart-topping success that spent 5 weeks at #1 on the U.S. R&B chart and reached #3 on the U.S. pop chart in the fall of 1972. This success marked a pivotal moment for the Spinners, as I'll Be Around became their first record to surpass 1 million in sales. This achievement laid the foundation for a series of chart successes that the Spinners and Tom Bell would go on to enjoy together throughout the 1970s.
Yeah, man, Tom Bell and Mr. Hurt, Those are some great guys, man. They created some good music, and that guy who founded those guys, he knew what he was doing. He had a group that was a hit on his hand, and he pushed it on, and that's where we got him all the way into this day. Their songs are still great. But I do want to say something that I'm sure that most of you don't know. I know you know that is a great song. I don't care who you are. When you hear that song brings back a lot of nostalgia. A great song. But who wrote it? Well, V-Man said it was Tom Bell and Hurt. Yeah, they put it together in the studio because they were producers and arrangers and musicians and stuff like that. But I want to take a second to talk about somebody that you probably don't know much about. I'm going to put a picture up here. This is actually the person who wrote that song. And she wrote a lot of other songs. If you like the stylistics, I want to do something on those guys. If you like the stylistics, You Make Me Feel Brand New and all of that stuff that they did, she wrote those songs too. Her name is Linda Creed. Let me tell you a little bit about Linda. Linda Creed was a talented American songwriter and lyricist best known for her collaborations with producer and songwriter Tom Bell. She was born in 1948 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Creed began her career in the music industry during the 1970s. She achieved considerable success working with artists in the Philadelphia soul genre. Creed's partnership with Tom Bell was particularly notable. The duo wrote a string of hits, contributing significantly to the success of the Stylistics, the Spinners, and other artists associated with Philadelphia International Records label. Some of the well-known songs co-written by Linda Creed include You Are My Everything, Break Up to Make Up, You Make Me Feel Brand New. These were all performed by the Stylistics. And as mentioned, I'll Be Around by the Spinners. But tragically, she died due to breast cancer. She battled the disease for several years before passing away in 1986 at the age of 37. Despite her relatively short career, Creed's impact on the music industry was substantial, leaving behind a legacy of timeless songs that continue to be celebrated. Her ability to infuse emotion and depth in her lyrics remains a testament to her talent and influence in the world of soul music. Blue-eyed soul woman, huh? Yep. Just wanted you to know that if you didn't know that a lot of those songs, like I said, Tom Bell and those guys up there in their studio, they put that stuff together to make it sound what it sounds like. But behind the lyrics and the writing of the song, you got to give Linda Creed credit for that song, I'll Be Around. I love that song. I hope you love it too. You just listen to that song, it changes your whole mood. It makes you feel like, man, there's more to life than just going to work and worrying about bills and stuff like that. So that's what I brought to you tonight. Just a little bit about that song and something about the Spinners, and I hope you enjoyed it. And look for more stuff like this on the Music Mindset channel. Come back.